Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot of time.
We are at the A Speedway for the 12th and final race of Season 1 of the SCRL Snap-on Tools Southern Williams Series. The number 10 of Mitchell Collins will be leading us to the green flag. Starting beside him is the 71 of Jim Marks. This is the third race of the season we are using here at A Speedway. Adam McDowell enters the season finale with a 42-point lead over Jim Marks. Adam McDowell is starting 14th. Jim Marks is starting 2nd. Mitchell Collins, who is starting on the pole, he is 81 points behind Adam McDowell. James Stabilito is 94 points behind. Stabilito is starting 16th. Joe Jefferson enters this race 104 points behind. He is starting 6th. And Colin Dryberg has the slimmest margin of trying to get a championship. He is starting 8th. He is 120 points behind. Now, mathematically, you can win 185 points for a course score in the win, but there's not enough drivers for someone to, come from that far behind to win. So last race of the season. Many drivers still looking for that first win of the season. Others trying for their third. Others are trying to go for a championship. And all the drivers that are mathematically in the championship hunt are looking for their first ever championship here in the SCRL. And without any further ado, for the final time here in Season 1, the most famous words in all of motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field is rolling off. 50 laps is the scheduled distance for tonight's race, just like it was at Motor Mile, where Trevor Collins scored his second win of the season. So it comes down to this. 5 drivers, technically 6, going for the championship in the season finale. Mitchell Collins looking to get a great jump. And we're racing here at A Speedway for the final time. Into turn number 1. Collins, he wants to get those 5 bonus points for leading the lap. And if he does, he'll be minus 76 points behind Adam McDowell, and he does. And we are already under caution. Looks like the 0-1 and the 4 got involved, but we'll take a look. Here's the cause of caution. Pretty Shaw and Chase McDowell going 3 wide with Jay Jefferson. Looks like Pretty Shaw gets clipped in the roll cage, and Pretty Shaw is turned into the inside wall, and nails it pretty hard too. You see cars sliding towards your screen. Pretty Shaw spins out. So does Chase McDowell. And Trey Wright just slides into turn 3, but he's able to keep on going. So that's what happened to the 0, 1, and 4. Take a look at that again. Drivers just getting too aggressive. It's only lap 1. We got a long way to go. And Chase isn't going to give up the spot easily, and he just clips fenders or roll cages and sends Pretty Shaw head on into the guardrail. Both cars spin out, and that is the first caution of the night. We didn't even make it half a lap, and the caution is already out here at A Speedway. We'll take you back to the restart. And we are back, about to get this race restarted. No one is out of the race. We still have all 20 cars in this race. Mitchell Collins is the race leader. 2nd is Jeremy Baylor. 3rd, Trevor Collins. 4th, Jim Marks. 5th, TJ Dent. 6th, Ty Dent. 7th is Carter Joey. 8th, Joe Jefferson. 9th, Keith Stevens. And 10th is Colin Dryberg. Points leader Adam McDowell is way back in 15th. And we are back to racing here at A Speedway. So the Collins family is 1 and 3. Here comes Jeremy Baylor on the inside, trying to go for the race lead and his first career win. Can he clear Mitchell Collins? Yes, he does. He will lead that lap. Mitchell Collins just lost the lead and 5 points for the championship. So keep that in mind. It could come down to that. Trevor Collins in third, now behind his brother. There's Jim Marks, second in points, only 42 points behind. About to be passed by Carter Joey. And Carter Joey will move up a spot. Jim Marks will lose a spot, and he will lose ground in the championship battle. There he is, Adam McDowell, the would-be king. Is winless this season. Trying to become one of the rare drivers to have won a championship without scoring a win. Battle for the race lead. Here comes the 10 car back. Mitchell Collins wants it, but here comes the 2, Carter Joey, to make a run for a win here at Ace Speedway. Laps are winding down as Mitchell Collins is being passed by the 04 of Joe Jefferson, a former race winner at this track. And look at Joe diving it on into turn number 1. Joe wants to end out the season with another win. Joe, of course, is the only driver to win back-to-back races here in the SCRL Snap-on Tools Southern Williams Series. Can he get a podium finish as he passes Carter Joey, our Caraway race winner? Go ahead and take a look at the championship battle. Adam McDowell is about to be in last place. This is a bad run for the 5 car. So he needs to start picking up the pace if he wants to win a championship. You see brothers Ty and TJ Dent are racing for position. They took each other out at Caraway Speedway, going for 3rd. They are now racing here for 6th. Back up front, Jeremy Baylor continues to hold the race lead, looking for his first career SCRL sanctioned win. What a way to win in the last race of the season, right when you need the momentum. But Mitchell Collins came in here 3rd in points. He needs this. He needs this extra 5 points in case Jim Marks doesn't score high enough. You see the 41 Ty Dent has passed his brother TJ. Now he passed Carter Joey. That is for P6. P5. So move Ty up into the top 5. Single file for the first good portion of this field. You see Adam McDowell has closed back up. He's back up to 16th now. Every spot is valuable in the championship battle as TJ Dent follows his brother Ty past Carter Joey, so the Dent brothers are now in P5 and P6. You see Joe Jefferson is hounding the 10. Mitchell Collins needs these points for the championship battle. Joe Jefferson doesn't. Joe is technically 104 points behind, but I don't think he could win the championship where he is right now, or if he wins. But you never know. So Joe's not going to give up. Plus, he's going to try and win his 3rd race and 3rd win in the last 5 races. Excuse me. Single file for the most part. Battle for position. Trey Wright is losing a lot of spots. About to be passed by Kepala Ibola. It's not been a good racing career for Trey Wright. He's the guy that makes all those awesome thumbnails for the videos and all that, the logos. But he just has not translated it onto track success just yet. Battle for position. Jay Jefferson trying to pass Colin Dryberg. And Jay will move up a spot. Colin Dryberg was the first driver to win twice here in Season 1. Jay Jefferson was the driver who won the 2nd race at Caraway Speedway. And he also got a last car finish at Caraway by jumping a start. Here comes the 60 car, trying to pass Chris Kyle. This will be for P11. Chris Kyle was the first ever winner of this series. That will never ever happen again. And looks like TJ has passed his brother Ty for 5th. Meanwhile, Jeremy Baylor continues to hold the race lead as we are now at the halfway mark. 25 laps down, 25 to go. As we go with camera 1. Jeremy Baylor looking for his first career SCRL sanctioned win. Mitchell Collins fighting for a possible championship. Let's see who has the fastest lap at the halfway mark. That'll be the two of Carter Joey, 16.437 seconds compared to a 16.504 by Ty Dent. Battle for fourth. Here comes TJ trying to pass Trevor Collins. Sorry. The Dent family is still winless in this series, but Ty is trying to change that with a P4. Here comes Ty. He's going to try and join his brother. He almost took out Trevor Collins right there, going too wide in turn 1. Can he join his brother in the top 5? Doesn't look like it, at least not yet. Here comes TJ Dent. He's going to try and go for third around Joe Jefferson. And we are nowhere near lapping drivers, so we should be good. As we got 20 laps to go for Jeremy Baylor. The worst thing he is wanting to see is a caution because he has a 1 second lead. Mostly single file for these drivers. Jeremy Baylor slowly making his way through this track, trying to go for his first career win. You will always remember your first time. Jeremy Baylor trying to win the season finale here in the SCRL Snap-on Tools Southern Whelen Series. And he could be preventing Mitchell Collins from becoming champion. So this could be the deciding factor, as Ty Dent has now lost a spot to Keith Stevens. And there he is, Adam McDowell back to 15th. Will that win him the championship? He came in plus 42 over Jim Marks. Jim Marks is currently in 10th. You have to do your math in your head, figuring out who will win the championship by points. Here comes Ty Dent around Keith Stevens. Can he complete the pass? Yes, he does. And there you see, TJ Dent has now moved up. He's still in 4th. But it's Joe Jefferson moving up a spot in the 2nd spot. Does he have enough time to catch Jeremy Baylor with 14 laps to go? Jeremy Baylor trying for his first ever win. Joe Jefferson looking for his 3rd win here in Season 1 and to write his name in the history books as the all-time race winner. He is currently tied with Colin Dryberg and Trevor Collins as the only 2-time race winners. Let's see what the margin is now. It was 1.2. It is now 900ths of a second. Oh, yeah, he gained a lot that time. Let's take a look at their laps. 16.629, 16.919. Yeah, Joe Jefferson must be in his draft because he's 300ths of a second faster. He is now no gain that lap, as we will have 10 laps to go in the race and the battle for the championship. Mitchell Collins is the highest of the championship contenders in 3rd. TJ Dent is in 4th. There's Trevor Collins. He's not in the championship battle. The lead is now 700ths of a second. And Adam McDowell is losing another spot. He's now back to 16th. Jim Marks, where is he? In 10th. He needs to pick it up over the final 10 laps. The lead is now 400ths of a second. Jeremy Baylor fighting as hard as he can. He's got to survive for 8 more laps. Joe Jefferson trying to defend his win earlier in the season here at A Speedway. He lost 200ths of a second that lap. Jeremy Baylor making his 12th career start, trying for win number 1. He gained a hundredth of a second on Joe Jefferson that lap with 6 to go. Into turn 4, Joe's closing in. 6 to go. The lead is now 4 hundredths of a second. He gained 3 hundredths that lap. But catching is one thing, passing is another. We're keeping an eye on this because this is where the battle is. Jeremy Baylor pulled away that time, as you can see on the screen. 5 to go. The worst thing he could see right now is a caution. Jim Marks not gaining any. He's still in 10th. No other battles on the track right now. We're all single file. Well, we got a battle for... No, Jack Marks is going to try and pass Jay Jefferson. But it's all happening behind the race leaders. As we're going to have 3 laps to go. Does Joe Jefferson have anything left for the 99 car? He closed in to 4 hundredths of a second. It's now 5 hundredths. Be 2.5 laps to go. Jeremy Baylor just trying to hit his marks. Into turn number 4. 2 laps to go. Joe Jefferson with a big gain in turn 3 and turn 4 that time, but he goes wide in turn 1 trying to get a run. Down the backstretch. Lap and a half to go. Into turn 3. Into turn 4. White flag 1 lap to go for Jeremy Baylor. He extends his race lead just a little bit, just to have security. Into turn 2, down the backstretch for the final time. I don't think Joe Jefferson will have enough time. Into turn 3, into turn 4. He's going to do it off the final turn. Jeremy Baylor scores career win number 1 in the season finale here at Ace Speedway. Here are your race results. Jeremy Baylor scores his first career win in the season finale. Second, Joe Jefferson. Third, Mitchell Collins, the highest driver up in the championship contention battle. Fourth, TJ Dent. Fifth, Trevor Collins. Sixth, James Stabilito. Fourth in points. Seventh, Carter Joey. Eighth, Ty Dent. Ninth, Keith Stevens. 10th, Jim Marks. Adam McDowell finished 15th. I don't think that won him the championship, but we shall see. Pretty Shaw finishes last in this race. And that completes Season 1 of the SCRL Snap-on Tools Southern Williams Series. We will take you to victory lane for the very first time with the number 99 car of Jeremy Baylor and see who our Season 1 champion is. Here are your point standings after the 12th and final race of Season 1 of the SCRL Snap-on Tools Southern Williams Series. And it is confirmed, Adam McDowell is our Season 1 champion. He won the championship by 26 points over Jim Marks. Third was Mitchell Collins, 29 points behind. Fourth, Joe Jefferson, 52 points behind. And fifth, James Stabilito, 62 points behind. So Adam McDowell, a winless champion. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people will like that. He won the title by not winning the race, but what are you going to do? Consistency wins championships, and that's what Adam McDowell did. He had 5 top 5s and 9 top 10s. Jim Marks, he had 1 career win this season. That was at Martinsville. 5 top 5s and 7 top 10s. Mitchell Collins, he had 1 win on the season. That was at Caraway. He had 3 top 5s and 9 top 10s. Fourth, Joe Jefferson, 2 wins. With his second place finish, he gained 1 spot. He had 3 top 5s and 8 top 10s. 5th, James Stabilito, no wins on the season. He had 5 top 5s and 8 top 10s. 6th, TJ Dent, no wins on the season. 5 top 5s and 8 top 10s. 7th, Trevor Collins, 2 wins on the season. He had 4 top 5s and 7 top 10s. Jeremy Baylor, with his win, gained 8 spots in one race. He had 4 top 5s and 5 top 10s. 9th, Colin Dryberg. He had 2 wins on the season. He had 3 top 5s and 6 top 10s. 10th, Carter Joey, 1 win on the season. That was at Caraway. 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s. Ty Dent finishes 11th. No wins on the season. He had 2 top 5s and 8 top 10 finishes. 12th, Keith Stevens, no wins, 2 top 5s and 6 top 10s. Chris Kyle, 1 win. That was the inaugural race at Caraway. He had 2 top 5s and 5 top 10s. 14th, Kapila Ebola, no wins on the season, 2 top 5s and 6 top 10s. 15th, Delian Eberheimen, no wins, 2 top 5s and 6 top 10s. 16th, Pretty Shaw, no wins, 4 top 5s and 4 top 10s. 17th, Jack Marks, no wins on the season. He had 2 top 5s and 4 top 10s. 18th, Trey Wright, no wins. He had 1 top 5 and 4 top 10s. Finishing 19th was Jay Jefferson, one of the second ever event at Caraway. He only had 1 other top 5, which he had 2 on the entire season, and he had 4 top 10s. Chase McDowell, he had no wins, no top 5s, and absolutely no top 10 finishes. So a bad season for Chase McDowell. Go to our general stats. The most wins, that would be Colin Dryberg, Joe Jefferson, and Trevor Collins with 2 apiece. Carter Joey and Chris Kyle with 1. Most top 5s, that will go to our champion, Adam McDowell, James Stabilito, Jim Marks, and TJ Dent with 5 apiece. Carter Joey with 4. Most top 10s, Adam McDowell and Mitchell Collins with 9. James Stabilito, Joe Jefferson, and TJ Dent with 8. Most poles, we don't do poles, we just skip qualifying. Laps completed, Adam McDowell, Carter Joey, Colin Dryberg, Delian Aberhamen, and James Stabilito with all 334. Most laps led, Colin Dryberg with 56, Jeremy Baylor 44, Joe Jefferson 42, Jim Marks 39, and Trevor Collins 38. Most miles completed, Adam McDowell, Carter Joey, Colin Dryberg, Delian Aberhamen, and James Stabilito with 142. The fastest average was Caraway Speedway, where Mitchell Collins scored his first win. That was the 4th race of the season. It was the fastest, 93.578 miles per hour. The slowest was Bowman Gray, won by Colin Dryberg, 53.328 miles per hour. The biggest margin of victory was Martinsville, 3 seconds. The closest margin was Caraway, the shortest, of course. Fastest pole, slowest pole, we skipped qualifying. Most lead changes, Motor Mile with 4. Most leaders, Motor Mile with 3. Most cautions, Caraway, the second event, with 2. The most cars running, the final event, all 20. Most DNFs, A Speedway, with 1. And Adam McDowell, our champion, ironically enough, he didn't win any races. He also led no laps. So that's going to be somewhat controversial. People will say it was an undeserved championship. But he survived the entire season, winning by 26 points. He didn't lead a single lap. He didn't win. But at the end of the day, he is our inaugural Season 1 champion for the SCRL Snap-on Tools Southern Whelen Series. So congratulations to you, Adam McDowell. You will get to choose what series we do next here on the SCRL. And until we see you at that series, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.